let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Back in the building on a Tuesday. You know what, man? Shout out to everybody yesterday. I apologize. But I felt the need for a moment of clarity. Moment of just, sometimes you just want to be like, man, it was a weird weekend, but I got the opportunity to just kind of get in my space. Sometimes when things happen and you keep moving and you move so fast, you don't take the time to absorb them, and then when you sit down, you kind of be like, whoa, hey, yeah. So I you know what I'm saying? I sat it down yesterday. I needed a moment. But I can't stop. But I needed a moment. So sometimes you just gotta, I feel guilty sometimes. When I am Maze Jackson focused first, if that makes sense. Because I recognize it's a lot of things, and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to sit it on down. So I sat it on down yesterday, but I'm back in the building on a Tuesday. Old millennial ass work week. I felt soft yesterday. I ain't gonna even lie. I was thinking to myself, oh, Lord, have I become one of these socialist millennials who needs a mental health day? I'm going to tell you, though, I did enjoy my mental health day. Even though I was like, what the hell is I'm just telling you, Riis, don't call me up talk about you need some mental health day. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. No, I'm not going to play that. Now I guess I got to listen a little bit. You got one on the books now. I am officially okay with one mental health day per year. One. And I'm counting. Whew. But mental health There's a song called Mental Health, actually, by Quiet Riot. I probably should have played that while I was catching a break. All right. It's the Mace Jackson Show. It's Tuesday, so I think Ruthie's going to be here. She said she's running a little bit late, but I'm going to say this. We're going to say what's up to my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling this morning? See. You ain't on your game. I see you. You been running around here. You got the, just like you had my stuff. Now look. Now we all staticky. Now it's all staticked up and just like you had the sound in this morning too. I know. You had it. I know. You came in, you changed it, and then the ghost of anti-millennialism made it not that way. I know you plugged it in when you came in, right?
I definitely plugged it in when I came in. If you would have saw me, I was underneath the table.
Now you got the static cracking, dog. See, look at you. You done static clinged us and scratched us up, and now you got me. Oh, now you done blew my whole joint. Riis done messed up my whole bro. Okay, I'm back. Now check it in and see what's going on. Now try. I took mine out too. We need an anti-static. My ears popping. You done turned around and you know what? We ain't gonna even say what's up to Riis the Ruler because he done came up. Look. You see, I take a mental health day, and the next thing I know, don't nobody nothing want to work. It's all good though. You see how it be, y'all. See how it be. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Then watch, we gonna come in. Ruthie gonna come in here talk about some race. It's okay. It'll be all good. It is the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. It's been a lot cracking. Since we last talked. Did you see? Y'all see Ruthie's boy? I should say this because Ruthie's boy, John Catanzara. Hey, Ruthie, he got a pension. John Catanzara said today at 9 o'clock, you could take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. That's right. John Catanzara, CPD, FOP chief. Where FOP president is now stepping down today because he said he would not give Lori Lightfoot the opportunity to fire him. I was going to say we should all watch his Zoom hearings. I was going to encourage everybody to tune in to watch the Zoom hearings this week. Because I thought it would be cool if we all showed up like the police be showing up when it be us. So but apparently he's quitting today at 9 a.m. because he said he knew there was absolutely no way with the police board in place that Mayor Lightfoot had that he was not going to get fired. Did y'all think they was going to whack him? If you knew you was getting fired, would you quit first? We're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're going to talk about that. But but he also said, by the way, I'm running for mayor. Lord have mercy. It's like Donald Trump local. He is going to out-Trump Mayor Lightfoot, who is a Trumpophile, even though she went to Washington, D.C. yesterday. Did y'all see Mayor Lightfoot went to Washington, D.C. yesterday? Did you see that part where she went to Washington, D.C. and she took a picture with Kamala Harris? And I actually thought it was kind of fitting, considering they both played a black woman on TV and now are being exposed as less than. It was funny to see that picture. I'm going to put it up, caption this. What you think about that though? Do you think I feel like Mayor Lightfoot has a better national footprint than she does local, and I think that's why she's always trying to go somewhere else because the people here be like, we have figured you out. But she went to Washington D.C. because Joe Biden signed yesterday the $1 trillion infrastructure bill. $1 trillion. Riis, how many zeros is trillion? A billion is 9. So a trillion got to be 12? 12 zeros. Like, is there a certain point when it don't make a difference? Like, what's a zillion? How many zeros is a zillion? Is it 15? Because is a zillion a real one? How much money you think you need? To ball the way you want to ball, to go as hard, how much money you think you need for the rest of your life? Could you do it on a million? Wait. Oh, now you done turn me off. Riis, you sabotaging me, dog.
It's
dog,
the mic. It's the mic.
You sabotaging me, Joe.
It's the board.
Joe,
I'm pushing one button.
I take a break. I have a mental health day, and then you come in.
Taking a mental health day. It's not me. It's not me. I'm here. But I don't know. A million. I probably with investments only.
A million. I think I'm making it a year.
Right, but that's what. But a million. But if you had a million, you probably could invest it though, right?
A million.
You don't think that you can take $1 million and invest it, you know? But to actually sit down, you probably do need like $1 billion.
I think I could do it with I think if you gave me, if I had 25 million, I think I could make that last for life. And I could multiply it and ball so hard. Right? Ball so hard. Did you see that? But it was a bill signing. They gave, hey, wait, we got to check. Don't make sure they didn't sneak the Latinos getting that $450,000 each in there. Because if they snuck that in there, I'm going to have a problem. But Illinois is getting $17 billion. $17 billion. Now, here's the problem that I feel like with this. Riis, let me read to you what they said they was going to do. They said with $17 billion, they was going to extend the red line. You know what that means? They're going to extend the red line to 130th. You know why they're going to do that? Because they pushing you Negroes further south. So now you only got to get your car from 187 to 130th. So they're going to extend the red line. They're going to redo 290. Now redoing 290, do you notice that all of these things have to do with the same kind of companies? Right? Construction. And our state is getting $17 billion. I think the city's getting like $3 billion. Plus then you can apply for additional grants for other things. But I guess my thing is, how do black people benefit off of this $1 trillion? Right? Because most of it has to do with building and roads and construction and bridges. And, it seems like we're fighting it's the same thing. We are going to be revisiting the same challenges and the same problems that we have, which is we don't have those companies. And so will we be spending this next infrastructure? Because do you remember the last time when President Obama did the infrastructure bill? And it was it was to get people working. And it was like you had to have shovel-ready projects. But again, none of this necessarily builds our communities. But can I tell you what does need to happen? And I'm gonna put this out here, because this is one of the things that I said years ago that I don't know if people heard me. But this infrastructure bill creates a unique opportunity. Do y'all remember what just happened in Dixmoor? Do you remember what just happened in Harvey? Do you remember what happened in University Park last year when all of the water, like all of these water issues because all the infrastructure is busted up? Like, I see Chicago talking about the infrastructure plan, but will the governor utilize this $17 billion to rebuild the infrastructure of the Southland? Right? And could you imagine, and I'm going to say this real quickly, Cassandra Match, you should hear me when I say this. While I am not for black people being pushed out of the city, if we are going to be pushed into the Southland, then we should stop pushing all of our infrastructure dollars to where we're not. So, could you imagine if all of the mayors of the Southland and the South suburbs got together and pushed for an infrastructure bill specifically for the Southland? Right? A capital plan for the Southland. Not a casino, but a capital plan. They building a casino and people still can't get fresh water. So imagine if those mayors in the Southland and those managers got together. If people like the village of Robbins, the village of Harvey, the village of Dixmoor, the village of Dalton got together and said, we want to have an infrastructure plan for the Southland, the places where white people abandoned. And we said collectively, we're not going to have a water failure problem again. We're going to make sure that we rebuild our infrastructure. And instead of our young men in Harvey and Robbins and Dixmoor standing on the streets, that job training that everybody's been doing, be training to rebuild their own neighborhoods. So those same 20, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds have an actual investment in their own community. They actually built the road that you drove on. They actually laid that pipe. Well, now there's a different type of building that's going on. There's a different kind of rebuilding our community. We build the places that we're living. What's going to happen is, and if this infrastructure plan going to come, we're going to find 20 white engineering companies that are going to lead the projects and build our companies. Look, y'all, there's an opportunity here for us right now to build our own superstructures, to build our own, the Southland. Right now, if the governor comes to the Southland and nobody still statewide has talked about the water problems beyond the sexy lead in the pipes, what happens? With this infrastructure, I'm sorry, y'all, I got off on a tangent, but I just feel like right now we got to be strategic. Like, y'all cannot let the governor, y'all cannot let these people give these speeches with this $17 billion and nobody's talking about what happened in Dixmoor. Nobody. They talking about building an extension to push you further out to the Southland so you can get from 187th or 159th to 130th where they going to have you park and then take the train in. Look at Paris. So now all I'm telling you is don't sit by and watch as, look, if they got a plan to build 290 with this couple $1 billion, somebody better say, we better rebuild the water infrastructure across all of these Southlands. They should put some of that money to forgiving these debts. Get these Southlands up out of these debts of money. You see that they're being pimped by for the basic resource of water. Come on, man. I know I ain't crazy. But I know we cannot sit. I'm not forgetting. Let me tell you. Southland, y'all got to rise up. That's part of why I hope y'all got a place for us to meet in the Southland. I hope y'all got a place for us to meet because realistically, our base is there. If you think about it, our base is steadily moving south. So if the South, like, take everything that we lose north, put it on the south end. Let's not just, and you think about it, we cannot allow all of our resources, and I'm a city guy, but we cannot allow all of our resources to rebuild the neighborhoods that we're being put out of. So now they want to fix the lead in the pipes because they moving. I saw the Christmas card program starting already. Right? They knocking on your doors, talking about they want to put Christmas lights up, looking at the neighborhoods, the house they going to take. And you going to say, yes, we'll replace. You're excited because they replacing the lead pipes, but they replace them when you leave. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm sorry. $17 billion to the state. Y'all gonna be having press conference after press conference on violence. Tie some of that violence prevention to training, to train these people to rebuild our own damn neighborhoods. Riis, let me ask you a question. If you knew you could get a job making $35 an hour and up, and you could build the neighborhood that you live in, right? You could make sure your streets are paved, make sure that you got all the same amenities that they got in Beverly, you got at your house in Dalton or Harvey or Providence. If you could have all of the same street, all of the same, do you think people would take more care of something they built? Like, if you knew you could go outside, you could go to 10-week program, get a job, learning how to build, but not drive all the way out to Bumble Freak Egypt, and you could go to work and build your own neighborhood. You think people would take a little bit more pride in what happens there? Or you think they don't want to work?
Nah, 35 an hour will get somebody out there for sure. They get you out there.
So just think about that. That's what people get paid in the construction industry. So imagine if all the brothers, like, again, we got a lot of brothers that's getting violence prevention dollars, but then they can't go back to work. They ain't putting them in a marketable skill. Let's take that violence prevention money. Let's move it to training. Let's train people to move those, to build the neighborhoods that they're being put out of. And then maybe they'll see some more value in it. Look, let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. It is the Mace Jackson Show. I apologize for preaching early in the morning. I told y'all I needed a mental health break, and then I started reading the paper and went crazy again. So it's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. Got a couple of them. Got a couple of them.
Two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord.
I got one. Something better. I got 5 reasons.
5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around.
Turn it around. He woke me up this morning.
Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
Number
ahead.
4.
He woke me up this morning.
Come on, number 3. Come.
He woke me up.
Oh, Lord.
He woke you
That
up.
thing can touch you.
I'm
One
telling
of them 5s will get you. What's the second one?
He woke me up this morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
And the number 1 reason,
Number 1. Final answer.
he woke me up
He
this
woke
morning.
me up this
He
morning.
woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a
Turn that thing
testimony.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion has to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down and
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:34 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area. Sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Bulls taking their hot start on a West Coast trip. Bulls in L.A. taking on the Lakers. DeMar DeRozan will score 38 points as he will lead the Bulls to a 121-103 victory. Now over the traffic on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop is 33 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 24. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, 39 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield will be 28. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 40 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 36. On the Stevenson, it's 47 minutes from I-355 to the Dan Ryan and 63 minutes outbound. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 37 minutes and 31 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jacksonville, the Jackson back out to 55th will be 7 minutes. And on the north side of things, Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back out to Randolph will be 8 minutes. In today's weather, it is currently 37 degrees and mostly cloudy. Today will be a high of 54 with a low of 34. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's blessing me here on the Mace Jackson Show.
I'm so glad that the Lord keeps on blessing. must say, every day, he's making a way. Ooh, keep on blessing me. Blessed in the city, blessed in the field, even when you come and go. I'm so glad that the Lord keeps on blessing me. Y'all, I must say, in spite of, he just keeps on. Yeah, keep on blessing me. Oh, keep on blessing me, blessing me, blessing me. In spite of me, he keeps on blessing me, blessing me. I don't deserve it. He keeps on blessing me, blessing me. All the time, he keeps on blessing me, blessing me. Lord, we need you. Lord, we need you. Lord, we need you. Can't make it unless you. We need you to stop it. Come on and stop it. Do it every day, every hour. Come on and do it. Do it for us now. Somebody in a hospital, somebody down, don't feel too well, but bless us now in the name of Jesus. Oh, please, keep on blessing. That's what Grandmama said. Please, oh, please, yeah. Oh, please, yeah. Keep on blessing. Keep on blessing me. While I'm driving the car, while I'm sweeping the floor, while I'm cooking dinner, taking the kids to school, walking down the street, walking through the grocery store. Keep on blessing me. Anywhere that I stand, anywhere that I stand, keep on blessing me. In the name of Jesus, thou son of David, keep on blessing me. Have mercy, oh God. Please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop. When I'm disobedient, please don't ever stop. When I go against your will, please don't ever stop. When I turn away side, please don't ever stop. Oh, please, Lord, please, Lord, please, please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop. Not just for me, but don't stop. Don't stop blessing my family. Don't stop blessing my friends. Even bless my enemies. Oh, please. Yeah, please. Give
job, for your car, for your house, for your new level. I'm gonna praise him in sickness, when I'm weak, when I'm weary, when I'm sad, when I'm lonely. He'll lift me up. Oh, dance, dance in his band, dance in his band, dance in his band. Doors about to open, doors about to open, doors about to open. That's a good place to dance. Mountains get ready to move. Dance in advance. Come on and meet me at the altar. Come on and meet me at the altar. That's a good place to dance.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis rolling in the building. There she is, y'all. Hey, y'all. Ruthie came in here trying to be. She got her Tim's on.
Maze, please
Got
stop.
you got your beaker. Look
Please
at you
stop.
looking like
It's
you look like
cold.
can't you see what you like a total video or something going on. She got on Tim's. Got your vest on with your little sweater with your whole.
I would have a coat on, but it's warm enough in here. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's hot in here.
No, it's not.
It's cooking, man. I'm telling you, it's cooking in this joint.
I feel like we went from summer to winter.
I feel like we went from
Ain't no fall.
well, it's fall now.
What? It snowed.
Yeah, but
No, that's winter automatically.
if it snows, then it's winter automatically.
Automatically winter.
So when it's in like so if it snows in like September, it's
Winter.
winter. Oh, you.
Winter.
All right, y'all. It's my girl Ruthie Moore in the building. Ruthie, what's up? How you feeling?
Pretty good, you know. It's a lot going on in the world.
What's going on? It's a lot going on in the world.
Just a
Ruthie.
lot.
I'm trying to keep up, but I'm gonna tell you what. You almost caught the Holy Ghost. Y'all caught the Holy because y'all was dancing in advance. Did y'all dance in advance?
Dance
Ruthie,
in advance.
Ruthie, did you did you ever catch the Holy Ghost at church? Did you ever shout?
Not like running all up and down the aisles, but I've definitely felt the spirit.
Did you cry?
Definitely.
Really?
I felt all types of spirits.
Right. Now was you in the, now let me ask you.
Don't do it.
All right.
Don't do it.
Okay.
But never ran up and down
But you
the aisle. I always wanted to because I feel like people just be doing
I
it.
feel like sometimes they be like, I'm out here, I'm finna get it. You ever seen when they be mixing the club and the
I know.
they be mixing the club and the praise and worship? Like I be loving when the choir. You ever seen when the choir be singing like the hood song, the real songs, and they change the words?
They remix them up.
Yeah,
You know, I like
still
that.
think
I like that.
Do they still sing "I Believe I Can Fly" at church?
You know what? I don't even think they play it at graduations no more.
Ooh, I'll never forget. I remember going to see R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I went to go see R. Kelly at a concert, and you could tell that the people, it was like right after Space Jam. So it was like all these white people there with their kids, and they was like, I believe that mug broke out. They was like, he broke out with the red bed, with the, and the parents were like, this is not I Believe I Can Fly. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie Moore is in the building. I got my man DJ Riis in the building. So let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up in the air. We can get this thing up to 60,000 feet. Let's get it up and away. Ruthie, here's some news that'll interest you. John Catanzara's getting his pension. Y'all, what would y'all do if, like, on Instagram,
Oh my God.
Ruthie and John Catanzara was in the picture, like they was standing on the bridge, like.
Okay, so if y'all ever see that, no, something has happened.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know. But just know something has happened.
Blink three, Ruthie. You gotta be blinking. Like blink.
I don't know. It's something is afoot.
Oh Jesus, Lord have mercy. Did you see the armored truck heist in Chatham yesterday?
Yes.
They going. I don't think nothing is safe. Nobody is safe.
Do you think stuff like that is planned?
Yes.
You said that quick.
Yes. I mean, I don't think it's planned well, but I do think it's planned. I think people be like, "Ooh, that's
why people gotta die?" Like,
cause Ruthie
Like, just take what you gonna like. Just
Ruthie.
take what you gonna take and just.
Ruthie,
Is it like if you put up any type of resistance, you gonna die? Like, or like
Sorta.
what is it? Or you still gonna die anyway? Like, cheesy Pete.
So I'm taking this super serious, right? Because I think I didn't jump in the car because I was trying to protect the car per se. It was my instinct. And I think that, like your instinct when somebody is trying, it's fight or flight. And that is really the two choices. And if your instinct isn't to run off and you got the thing, right, you're going to go. And I feel like, a lot of these people that do this stuff are not, they can't.
It's their job to protect that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the people that are doing the robbing. They, in my estimation, aren't prepared for resistance. And they haven't put a resistance plan in that does not include murder.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, so, like when you see the movie when they bust a dude in the mouth with the shotgun, right? That's a plan for the resistance. So that you ain't got to kill him.
It's a progression.
Yeah.
You gotta take it up a notch and take it up a notch.
But that wake you up.
But it's like, okay, yeah.
That bust in the mouth.
The first one is the rat. That's
rat. Yeah.
Yeah, but I hear you. But maybe the part of it is there is like it's murder. Like maybe that is what the plan is, and
black on black murder.
It is just really unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's like more brazen acts.
And it's getting closer to Christmas. And I feel like, can I tell you what? I feel like the imaginary seal is broken.
Absolutely. The illusion of protection, the illusion of control. This is what the collapse of social order looks and feels like.
Okay, so I'm telling you, I gotta agree. Like I feel like once downtown the windows on Michigan Avenue got busted and them cops got fought back and nobody died instantly. Like I feel like I used to think that if you broke a window on Michigan Avenue, somebody had to die. When nobody died, I feel like people have just been like, man, and out south, and it ain't no police. Because the police are dwindling and retiring and all of that good stuff. So they already down like 3,000 cops. I mean, I'm telling you, Ruthie.
How you think they're going to replenish the ranks?
They're going to import undocumented immigrants and say you can have the job. They are going to take away the need for citizenship to be a Chicago police officer. And then that will be a job. That's what's going to happen. You don't want to hear me, though. That's right, though. Y'all don't want to be listening to me till... Hello? But then more you come with me. How funny.
You mean
unmitigated? No. Hey, I played that clip back though. Did you see Samantha Chapman made that her clip?
Really?
Yeah, I really feel like I got to do it. One time I'm going to do it. I'm going to use it. Do I got to call Bobby Rush up? Yeah, I'm going to do it like this, though. Unmitigated, no. You can't even use the T's, though. You got to use the M's. Unmitigated, unmitigated, no.
You are so good at voices. You are so good at voices.
In my microwave. Unmitigated. Y'all didn't think I was going to get it. But I nailed it on the second one because the second one was like, yeah, like I'm telling you, I'm using that all the time.
It's called an Easter egg.
What's that?
Oh my goodness. You know, like if you play like a video game, like, and people like hide things in video games, like how you hide things in Easter eggs. People do it in movies all the time. You have no idea what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about though, Riis, right? Okay. Like, you know how you find stuff inside of an Easter egg and you go search for them, like that concept of like
the Easter egg hunt?
Like Easter egg hunt, right? So like Easter eggs that are hidden in like movies and video games and on like TV shows are that same thing. It's like little things that you only notice if you notice.
Oh.
So people hide them in like video games and movies.
Unmitigated gold.
So that can be your Easter
eggs in my shoe.
But you gotta say it in your regular voice, Maze.
The unmitigated call. I can't believe they had the unmitigated call. I like it better when it's unmitigated gold. My popcorn in my microwave.
It's the microwave for me. Once he said, once he said the he was the disrespect, then it was the over disrespect. So he opened his microwave and smelled it. He had to open his microwave and smell it. Just let you know.
Riis, you just not supposed to say nothing.
Okay.
And that's why the police can't get replenished, because Bobby Rush was talking about that. They can't even get popcorn.
Let them people eat that popcorn, man. They
Let them eat cake.
You would let them have the popcorn. Maybe they would have had the energy to stop the mall, Bob. See, people
That's
be
the
focused on the
problem.
wrong
See,
thing.
that's the problem.
Okay.
They just needed a snack.
Ruthie, Kyle Rittenhouse is getting off. I gotta ask you though, Ruthie. What I did see the white boys chasing him with the skateboard. And dude did up a strap on him. I guess my question is, why? What? I feel like black people are invested in this, and this is really a case of 3 white guys shooting each other.
We only invested to be like,
I knew it.
if he was black, he wouldn't be getting off.
To let that white boy off.
Yeah, it's just between the judge and it being just such a highly publicized
Like
trial.
I feel like they like this is like the what's my
Somebody said they ate by Sam's popcorn. I gotta stop and look at the comments.
Yeah, we gotta stop looking at the comments. Ruthie, I just think that the white boys trying to be like, I'm not looking.
And maybe it was organic.
Popcorn?
Yeah, maybe it was like the organic popcorn or something.
Hey man. Okay. Ruthie. So he gets off. Wanna bet? All right, let's bet.
I think he will.
Thumbs up, he gets off. Thumbs down, he doesn't.
He'll get something probably, but
Yeah, he gonna get supervised probation. Did you see his mama? Did you see the picture of his mama? She was only 38. I was like, damn. Damn.
that is not what I thought you was about to say.
No, I'm just saying. They showed a picture. They was like, raising a terrorist ages you. I was like, goodness gracious. Ruthie. Some days I'd be like, when you be seeing, like, have you ever seen? Let me stop. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I do think he,
Oh,
he ain't gonna get.
Can I say something? Can I talk about this real quick? Do y'all know that Carrie is having we have our fundraiser on Friday, but Carrie is having a fundraiser on Thursday.
Oh,
I want as many black people to come as possible. And I know I'll talk to y'all about the ticket price, but it's at Carmine's on Rush, so I want to black it out. You know what I'm saying? You know how I told, like, there seems to be a contingent of people. Like, let me just back up. I just want to make sure that we show up. I would love to show up, show out, show support for Carrie for assessor. I'm just telling you that there are some, look, black people, let me just say this. I know that it's a lot of money circulating. Sometimes all money ain't good money. But even if the money is circulating and you doing the Harold Washington, do the Harold Washington. Because don't get excited. Don't jump all off the cliff. All right? Just remember I said that. I'll talk to you about it a little bit later. But y'all make sure y'all get out. Look, I want the... y'all wear y'all masks. Get y'all what's in it for the black people mask. Y'all come on through there and let's represent. President Carrie K. Steele running for Cook County Assessor. Y'all know I haven't talked a lot about it because, it's like I got to ignore the little people because it's like little people that say stuff that really drive me nuts because, it's like people know you got an Achilles heel. So it's like you got to. So they be but then that's when you get that sledgehammer.
Because it's called poking the bear.
Okay. And let me tell you, I'll bite.
Grizzly. Would you rather be a polar bear or a grizzly bear?
Hell no, I don't want to be no damn. You ain't got no damn ice caps. You see the movies, the polar bears be swimming trying to find somewhere to get to. They be like, y'all quit melting all the stuff. What? No. And did you really ask me, do I want to be a white bear?
They're not really white.
They are yellow.
They're clear. They're clear.
Ruthie.
I learned that they're clear. Their fur is clear. It's the way that they reflect.
Hey, Ruthie. Clear. If you
So
come
you gonna be a
walk
black bear? What kind of bear you gonna be? A black bear, a
black
grizzly bear,
ass
or a
grizzly
polar
bear.
bear? Okay.
I can't even believe. First of all, you see how much swimming polar bears got to do? Polar bears be in the water like, they be like, dang, and then it ain't even no space for them to be because the glacier melting. So they trying to get up. Man, please, no. Polar bear. Do you know what the connotation of a polar bear is anyway?
What is it, Bass?
You ain't never heard I got into a fight with that big old polar bear?
No. I know the Coca-Cola polar bear.
You got just this, like, you gotta go back, I guess.
What is it? What is the
We had to
connotation?
talk about that off break.
Oh, let me Google it.
We had to take that off break. Yeah. It's like, hell no, I don't even know polar bear. Oh my God. And polar bears be looking soft anyway.
What? No, they are vicious.
No. They eat fish.
You ever seen them like
Eat a seal? Yeah, they whoop a seal.
Man.
I want to, but you seen a grizzly and whoop a man. He'd be like, grizzly bears don't play, yo. Like y'all still, cool milk polar bear in my studio. Oh Lord, it's the Maze Jackson show. It's not funny, Ruthie. Oh, Ruthie, don't forget we got the telethon coming up too. We gotta have a planning meeting.
You are so funny.
What's funny, Ruthie?
Yeah, we gotta have a planning meeting.
We need a planning meeting. Like, we broadcast them from the joint on Thursday too.
You making me cry.
We don't cry, Ruthie.
You are so funny.
We broadcasted from the joint on Thursday for a warm up. So yeah, get ready.
Oh.
We not taking. Look, we got a band. We got a 6-hour band.
You talking about practice?
Practice? You talking about practice? I could see if you was talking about a game, but practice? 1 minute, ain't gonna talk to me about practice. In my studio. It's the Maze Jackson show. Okay. Let me tell y'all. It's Ruthie, you ain't even let me get to talk about all the stuff I want to talk about. Did y'all see they opened up a new pot shop in Wrigleyville?
You can get high before the game.
Man, you know them Cubs games finna be lit for real, right? They like it, and
like touchdown.
But here goes the thing. It's like they be having these grand openings, and it's like, do y'all recognize that every time y'all open one of these, it's like, F you black people to me? It literally be like F you black people to me. Every time I see one, and it's like, so in the Sun Times, they got one black dude who worked for the state rep or the state senator out there. Like, I'm like, dog, you know you're not supposed to be in that picture, right? Like, they made you stand in this picture, but you should tell the white people, like, dear white people, do not have any black people outside of your dispensaries and pictures, because we not happy. Like, you got to say, like, I can't be in the picture. Whoever the black dude is in the Sun Times outside celebrating the opening of a new cannabis dispensary in Wrigleyville, brother, Broham, you got to get on. You got to be at the place and be like, excuse me, I can take the picture.
Oh, I got to take this call.
Right. I could take the picture, but I will get roasted if I am walking around the neighborhood. Did you see the Urban League had a cannabis thing? Had a cannabis fairness forum? Like, dude, I hate when they pay. Stop. You know, unmitigated goal to have a cannabis forum at the Urban League with no black people.
Wait, what?
Just telling you. Uh-oh. He didn't, I'm just saying, do y'all see, go look at the picture on the Sun Times and be like, dear black dude, not only do they have you looking like the token, you should really protect your branded image. Like, you gotta be like, the black dude has to be like Sarah Feigen Holtz. No disrespect, but I can't get in this picture because there's no black people anywhere in the state. You see the picture? Go Go to the Sun Times. Look at the picture. Sunnyside dispensary opens 400 feet. Like, man, please. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back. Go and take that picture with no black people in the weed industry. We'll be right back.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
What's up, everybody? It's the green side of things. It's your man Sadiq.
And Cassiopeia.
And we need you to like,
comment,
and share. We need you to do it right now and join us at our new day and time, Wednesdays
from 1 to 3 p.m.
on What's in It for the Black People Media.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:03 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Bulls continue their hot start as they are on the West Coast. Yesterday, they were taking on the Lakers in L.A. DeMar DeRozan would score 38 points as he would lead the Bulls to a 121-103 victory. Let's go, C-Red. Now over to traffic on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop is 46 minutes outbound to O'Hare, just 26. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, it's 50 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield, 32. On the Eisenhower, it's 50 minutes from Thorndale to the Loop, just 37 minutes back out. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 50 minutes, 39 minutes outbound. The Bishop Ford is 35 minutes from I-80 to the Dan Ryan and 38 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is now 17 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is now 9 minutes. Jackson back out to 55th is 7. Everything is still locked in on the north side of things. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back out to Randolph, 8 minutes. Today's weather is currently 37 and mostly cloudy. Today will be a high of 54 with a low of 34. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Lex with Interstellar here on The Mace Jackson Show.
Interstellar mode, yeah. I finally got my mind right again, yeah. Now I know there's no time for pretend, yeah. I come alive in the moonlight, see me shooting across the skies. Don't you know stars were born to fly? I've been searching, crowded, looking for a way out. I've been hurt, falling, but I think I found my way now. I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Did it all in spite of the hate. Every time they said that I can't. Nebulous, they run through my veins. Every molecule in the strands. Senses feeling some kind of strange. Damn, I think my name's Spider-Man. Jump out the window and swing for the dreams that just might be. Never gonna let go. No, to the man in the mirror look like me. Drifting through the cosmos, oh, far away from your lies. I realign all my goals. That's a constellation of mine, yeah. I've been searching, crawling, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way now. I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Mays and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect, you oppressed, it's all wrong. In the mirror, realize you great. Yeah, we always argue with our brothers, but ain't nobody gonna take our place. Just stay in tune and stay on top about who forward, about who not. Just green light, all the black economy. Then watch all the shooting, don't stop. To my black people in power, just remember we put you in power. If you really wanna save all the black princesses, be Mario and I Bowser. They gave us a hard job. We gon' make it if we do it together. Divided we fall, we gotta evolve. With confidence, you are ready before you started. With no confidence in the people, we always gon' be defeated.
What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Who's telling the lies? Who's telling the truth? Black people realize the sun shines for you. So stop the divide. See what melanin do. What's in it for the black people? All the lies we heard before. Time to pay attention. You gotta do more than listen. Let's go action with on the count of three. Let's run. We're black people.
Being black,
We can grow.
I love being black. Me say it,
Black people.
I love being black. I said,
We can grow.
I love being black.
You are listening to the Mays Jackson Show. Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my girl, Ruthie Moore, talking to DJ Riis the Ruler. Salim said we got to stop. So can I say this?
What'd he say?
That we are making fun of Bobby Rush's, I don't want to call it a handicap, but his handicap. And can I just say that I don't view it as that.
Mm-hmm.
I view it as he had a very funny statement that I think it's interesting to me. So let me back up by saying that I don't think that it was intentionally disrespectful. and that's not my intent to disrespect Bobby Rush. I think it's a hilarious. Like, I think if it was Saturday Night Live, it would be a great skit. Mm-hmm. And I do think it generates less. But if y'all think it's offensive, please let me know, because I love my elders. But I do think that if you put yourself on stage for that, for if you provide a comedy moment and you put yourself on stage, and I think he was performing, right? Like, be clear, he was performing. Unmitigated gall, like, he was performing for the cameras. And so if you go perform, wouldn't you like, I just felt.
Do you want a standing ovation or not?
But y'all tell me, no, real talk. If unmitigated gall is offensive, and I mean, I please tell me. I feel Dave Chappelle a little bit.
Maze, you know something? Let me say this, because
I be feeling Dave.
You know what? The stuff that be written on these papers, right? Inherently, is not funny. Most of it is pretty sad and pretty tragic. I'm just saying. So hold on. So I feel like we funny people, and that is what makes this a unique and a better experience for us to be able to digest this trauma. Because if we ain't laughing, I can't. I don't want none of it. Keep your forks, your knives, your spoons to yourself. But if we can't digest this with a little bit of humor, then I can't do this. We gotta laugh at least a little bit.
Okay. So I would I feel like we Joan. Like, can I tell you, people was making fun of me for getting carjacked. They were. There was people clowning. There was people doing all type of stunts. Did the police go check that? Nope. Nobody said a word. Everybody, ha, 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 he, he. I be seeing. Right? It'd be like, I pay attention. And it's like, I feel like I get penalized because I got the bigger platform, so I got to do better.
Maybe that's what it is.
Like, yours spreads further. It's like people, goodness gracious.
We can't never have no fun.
You, like, on Purple Rain, you never let me have any fun. Don't I keep the heat on? I'm just saying, y'all. Like, look, this is a black morning show where anybody can get it. I can get it. Anybody can get it. He's an elder. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
It's 2021, man. You know, you can't say nothing, man. It's really funny, and people know we doing it as a joke, but, you know, it's offensive. We saying, it's not like it used to be, so you can't really see it. Like, nobody probably even knew that he had like a speech or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now they saying you picking with him. It clearly was funny that he's.
He said unmitigated gall to eat my popcorn in my microwave.
What does that have to do with anything when he's supposed to be up there talking about, right? So it's clearly, like you said, he was performing and he said that. So he obviously looking for a response if he's talking about popcorn at a time like that. So, but it's 2021, so. Can't talk about nobody.
Okay.
Unless it's black people.
Who said what? Who said? Oh, somebody was. I'm going to tell y'all, though. It's funny. It's all cute. With 16 viewers. Is that what happened? What you talking about? I'm going to let it be.
I don't even know.
I'm going to let it be. I be talking, but then I be quiet. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl, Ruthie Moore. Dang, y'all killed the queen. I killed Queen Sugar, right? Look, I was politically incorrect. Y'all don't see, I don't be calling nobody no names no more. Remember how I used to make up a name for everybody? Remember how everybody had like a nickname or something? Oh, Lord. Okay, let's do it. And today in traffic and weather. John Catanzara, former CPD FOP president, decided today at 9 a.m. he's going to terminate his job. Ruthie, what are your thoughts on that?
Back to you, Maze.
Well, Ruthie, apparently John Catanzara told us that Mayor Lightfoot would not have the pleasure of saying, I fired him. So, Ruthie, yesterday, it was as I was watching the reports on the news, as he was giving his final goodbye, he teared up. He said, it's been 27 years but I'm not going to let that black woman tell me what. Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to let that African-American woman with the short haircut and bad suits tell me. Ruthie? Thoughts on that?
He still said he gonna be the press.
Ruthie, he also offered that he's going to run for mayor. One of the things that, though, Ruthie, when he said he was retiring at 27, after 27 years, you know what the first thing that went through my mind? Would you like to know what really went through my mind?
What?
He's got a pension. Watch out. Ruthie Moore might change her perspective on you now, buddy. Ruthie, how much does the pension have to? How many zeros would it take in John Catanzara's pension to get? Because what would you do if he was like, "I'm free now," Ruthie? You're not entertaining my.
I'm not entertaining you. Probably one if he is like really gonna entertain like a clearly. I'm using the word entertain or run.
I think he's
for mayor.
Well,
which remember at first we thought Trump it was entertainment too, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, this is a joke." but we see what happened. So I definitely think there's a market for his brand of politics.
I think it actually works well for Mayor Lori Lightfoot, actually, Ruthie. Because I think that Mayor Lightfoot needs the pie to be successful this time. She's going to need the pie to be split into a variety of different cuts, right? So she's going to need to chop up the city in multiple groups. So I would tell you, Ruthie, that John Catanzara gets into the race, and I think that he then separates the white. Do you think he can get votes? Who would vote for
Yes.
John Catanzara? Do you think he gets white males? Will white women vote for John Catanzara? Do you think?
Yes.
Yes. Why, Ruthie?
I think I think more the function would just be to shape the narrative.
What do you mean shape the narrative?
Because think about it, if he's really a candidate, then he ain't gonna even be invited to the to the debates. He just gonna show up, and if you don't invite him, he gonna be outside. So
with armed security,
truly, right?
Police armed security. Ruthie, I'm gonna tell you, I was feeling a little nervous about John Catanzara, but I think that we're going to start to see candidates like this all across the nation.
Absolutely.
Who are going to be representing the law and order. And I think that, quite frankly, with all of the violence that's in the city, he starts with a very interesting program.
Absolutely.
Really? Okay, well, Ruthie, I'm going to tell you. This John Catanzara, Mayor Lightfoot did not miss an opportunity, though, however, to say he knew he was going to get fired. Now, Ruthie, it was my intention to invite us all to watch his hearings on a Zoom. I thought it would be pretty cool for all the black people to show up in his Zoom hearing the same way that police officers show up. What do you think about that strategy, Ruthie?
Virtually.
Does it have the same appearance?
We going to have our cameras on? Would our cameras be on? That makes all the difference.
Yes, because we have to mean mug. We'd be sitting there. Imagine looking to a sea of faces, and as you scroll across the faces, you hit left and left and left and left. It's just mean, mad black people just looking like
African American, sir. There's not black people.
African. Pardon me, African Americans. That's okay.
It's I think Catanzara is going to.
He said, "Don't say Kent. My name is not Kent. It's Catanzara." Pardon me, I lost
Catanzara. Is in the catbird seat.
I like how you did that there.
In relation to this feud, quote unquote, with Mayor Lightfoot, and I say that he's in the catbird seat because he got some rank and file people behind him.
He has actual soldiers. Let me ask a question. Do you believe that that John Catanzara could run on an open and do you believe that John Catanzara could run on an openly racist, non-racist platform and get votes in Chicago?
No, I think what would happen, and I ain't trying to give away the strategy, but there would be enough people to mobilize groups against Catanzara because of the anti-police sentiment. So enough people there's enough groups that's like, abolish the police, that'll be organized.
Do you think that they still have the same draw now, considering the state of crime that the city of Chicago is apparently in at this point?
Yes.
See, I feel like
yes,
white,
and then
white folks don't feel safe, and they'll
you sprinkle in some Black Lives Matter, and they got it.
Oh, you think so?
You got to sprinkle it in.
See, I don't think you sprinkle in Black Lives Matter. I think when you add Black Lives Matter, it sets white people afoot.
It's a certain type of white person, but it's still a certain type of white person. Didn't you hear the white man when he was trying not? I think he was a white Republican gonna say Black Lives Matter against Rahm Emanuel for Laquan McDonald when Rahm was trying to get his position. So white people are using Black Lives Matter. He was a Republican.
Haven't they always?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be enough. There will be enough mobilization around abolish the police, Black Lives Matter to go up against a Catanzara. Those people are still well organized. They just looking for a reason to be out there in the streets.
Do you think that pictures and images of the Black Lives Matter protesters attacking Catanzara at his events play to his upside? Does it pick up those?
Nope. I think more people are going to join. They're going to freeze their water bottles and get their umbrellas again.
What?
Remember that?
Are you suggesting that this mayoral race could turn violent? Depending on
if you have an open candidate that is pro-police, right, with the anti-police sentiment amongst the grassroots organizations and the young
the silent
people.
Majority, Ruthie? I think those are the same chance to
silent.
rappers.
That's the problem. They silent.
But they vote. Those are the chance to rappers are the guys that get out in the streets. Those are guys. Your young people are a chance to rap. Remember, Chance had the concert, and then everybody walked away the other way after the voting time.
But if you notice, there is a push for voter education right now. The Democratic Party, like that's part of all of this with this disability access stuff that I don't want to say stuff, but with the disability access that JB Pritzker just put into the upcoming election, that includes there's some voter education. They snuck a little bit of stuff up in there, so there's some voter education stuff up in there. So there's a push for voter education.
Who will be doing that?
Exactly.
Who got that contract?
Exactly.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
But voter education is people own it. You saw what Stacey Abrams did. So that's like that's the Democratic strategy.
Is it gonna work this time? You think?
I don't know.
I feel like the black folk,
because Biden and Kamala got us.
But Kamala is. You seen Biden and Kamala? Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm back. I gotta be. I'm 2 minutes worth of petty. And respect to the king, Salim. So Salim, I'm gonna chill on unmitigated gall.
The voice, though, not the word, right?
The unmitigated. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I will be talking about it. I'll say, I can't believe they had the unmitigated gall. Okay. How about that? I'll use it that way. Then I won't be. But I do feel like the way he said it was just hilarious. It really was. It was just funny. I'm sorry. Oh God, I feel like this though. Can I talk about that real quick? I think that every day people in the public eye make a choice of whether they're going to walk out there. And the moment that you make the choice to walk out there and put yourself on display, you open yourself up for critique, criticism, judgment, comedy, all of those different things. I don't think that for all of the things that happen, I recognize that I create the scenarios that I'm in. I recognize that I have flaws. One of my flaws is my voice. Right? How many times do people make fun of my high squeaky voice, blah, 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 blah. I was just getting trolled about it this weekend, as a matter of fact. But I have chosen this path, opening myself up to criticism as well as glory. I think that there are a lot of things and that I could spend time on being critical of our congressman on. That could be way more damaging. And I think that when you enter the public sphere, you open yourself up to critique and criticism. I think that when that line was written, it was a plan and there was an effect for that. That line was written to have a level of effect. It was a part of a performance that was happening. I am just replicating that performance. I would argue that when he chose to make that statement, somebody let him know how it sounded. I think that he is very cognizant when he makes a speech of how it comes off. And I think that his answer has been, beat me. Right? You can make fun, you can do all the stuff that you want to do, beat me. And so I would just I would just recommend that we allow, maybe I did wear it out, but whether we allow funny to be funny, my brand of humor, it's like we get up here every day and what you have is a stream of consciousness, and what evolves from it. Some of those moments have become classic. I do believe that was a classic moment, right? And it's an impression that I could do pretty well, right? So anyway, I just think y'all make sure that y'all got the same level of energy, right? When somebody doing the same to me, when your favorite superheroes, when your favorite people that give you all the props and make you feel good about yourself, when they doing the same thing, you make sure that you got the same energy. It's always amazing to me that I could become the bully or the bad guy at the state of affairs that I like. Really? That's what y'all mad about? Like, really? So they was about to give $450,000 to every undocumented immigrant, and we ain't heard nothing about it, and y'all mad at the unmitigated gall. That's what we got a problem with? Sometimes, y'all, we will cut our nose to spite our face. I tell that joke because if I told the truth, it would be way worse, and y'all be talking about I was really being bogus. Now, I say this because there is nothing off limits when it comes to me. Nothing. From Bobby Rush to people that we done put on to people that done collected. None. That's what we mad about? Like, let me tell you, if that's what you mad about with what we talking about with Bobby Rush, there's a lot more. Let's start with the Kool-Aid. I'll let that be, though. Like, really? Judas and the Black Messiah, anybody? That's what we mad about? It's the Mays Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages. Man, these
The Mays Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Oh man, They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up. So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talking about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black. Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it with the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:33 a.m. and I am Riis the Ruler with Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Bulls on the West Coast trip taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. The Chicago Bulls' DeMar DeRozan will score 38 points as he will lead the Chicago Bulls to a 121-103 victory over the Lakers. Now over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is up to 1 hour. Outbound to O'Hare will be the same. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange is 1 hour. Exchange back out to Deerfield will be an hour 10. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 68 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 42 minutes. On the Stevenson is 51 minutes from I-355 to the Dan Ryan and 34 minutes outbound. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 38 minutes, 42 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 20 minutes to the Loop, 19 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 15 minutes. Jackson back out to 55th will be 9. On the north side of things, Randolph to Bryn Mawr 8. Bryn Mawr back out to Randolph will be 12. Today's weather, it is currently 39 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 54 and a low of 34. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now, back to the Mays Jackson Show.
I love being black. Do you love being black? Yeah, I love being black. Hey. Do this for my people all across the globe. Hey, it's break.
The skin of men fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You feel every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so it's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Justice what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul. Black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program. Who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system. Total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's. That's a shame, boy. Augment reality. Better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react, I put my fist up in the skies like a beat.
You are listening to the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, in the building. DJ Riis the Ruler. Hip-hop Ruthie today. Looking like a big girl. Looking like Queen Latifah Crew.
You think white people can wear Timberlands?
White people started Timberlands.
But I'm saying, you think they can wear them now?
Yeah, they just wear them with their boots down and, like you got the, black folks, with your Timbs, you got to figure out how you're going to get the tongue so that your tongue can show and like with the girls, you got yours all laced up because you got skinny little ankles. So it go to the
No, I don't
ankle.
want to break my ankle.
No, I used to keep mine open and then untied.
That is so dangerous.
Yeah, but who runs? I mean, that's cold. Anyway, it's the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host Ruthie Moore. She in here, B-girling. You got DJ Riis the Ruler in here. He doing his thug thistle. And yeah, Ruthie, it's almost time. Now, Riis, I've been what that y'all know I got a plan. Don't laugh. I got a plan. Ruthie. So you know the What's in It for the Black People Telethon. So it's a 3-pronged plan.
Okay.
It's the What's in It for the Black People Telethon, the What's in It for the Black People billboards, and then we were saying B1P, Black First Party, but I think it should be Black People First Party. It's easier, just flows better. Black People First.
I like that.
Black instead of B1P. I like the cool B1P, but if you call it Black People First, right? It's Black People First. Like they say, it ain't confusing. It's like Black Lives Matter, Black People First, right? And then it's the Black People First Party. So let me tell you, this whole thing is going to kick off, Ruthie, starting on Friday, which is how many days? 4 days away? 4 days. Wait, 3?
Well, 3 technically, because this day done started.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days away. We are going to be broadcasting live from TP 5401 South Wentworth. Ruthie, I just got the band confirmed. Yes. So it was fun. It's black. It's BP1, BPF. But anyway, now we got to find out. So Ruthie, we doing our regular broadcast from 3 to 6. I mean, from 6 to 9.
Dang.
No, but that ain't it because we going to 12.
What?
That mean, 6 to 12. We doing 6 hours. We trying to raise $50,000 for a 3-month billboard campaign. That's phase 1. So now, Ruthie, we gonna see if Riis been handling his business. If he really a program director, because we gonna have to find out who the bands are, who the artists are confirmed. But hold on. We're gonna come back to that. Then Ruthie. See, I got Ruthie and Riis, so y'all throwing me off. Ruthie, we still got to find our breakfast vendor.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to have a boozy breakfast because let me tell you what we having for the booze. We're having Bloody Mary bar, Bloody Margarita bar.
Oh.
And then mimosas.
Oh.
So, you know how you get them, like, Miko Monroe is going to be the bartender. So she was talking about, I'm about to be making candy, bacon, and, you know, it's going to be like a sandwich on your bar, right? So that's the boozy brunch and breakfast, band, and broadcast. See, now we got BBB. Good stuff, right? See, I cleaned it up. Last time y'all was talking about BBW or BBC or something. Now we got BBB, so we straight. Boozy breakfast and brunch. Boozy band and breakfast. BBB. What's the problem now? What's the problem, Riis? Why you shaking your head, man? Y'all what?
BBB is big black. You know the next one. Come on.
Big black band.
Do you ever call Ruthie and ask her before you say this on the?
You gotta start. Don't Google these. Don't Google
big
these.
Black. What? I mean, I'm just saying. So B3, BB, Barbara Bird Bennett is the worst BBB I could think of. I was like, I know we can have a boozy brunch and band. Wait, what's the problem with BBB?
No.
What? Wait, you trying to say you can't say BBB?
It's an Easter egg to those who know.
Okay, clue me in.
Nope.
Tell me without telling.
Google it. Google it, Maze.
Okay. So I'm Googling BBB because I thought it was boozy brunch and breakfast was a dope thing to do. And now
it's super dope.
Better Business Bureau. Y'all tripping.
Okay, good. He got parental controls on.
Wait. BBB online? BB brand?
You better get off of that, Maze.
BBB. I'm trying to find out what y'all talking about because I don't know.
I just told you what it means.
What does Odin doesn't mean? BBB, what does it mean? Better Business Bureau.
Riis
what
just
does
told
BBB
you,
mean in the text?
Why you gotta keep saying it?
Bored beyond belief. See? Better. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking. Mine don't say nothing. Y'all tripping. I think y'all just be making up stuff. Anyway, boozy breakfast and brunch. It is the BBB this Friday. No, BB. Big baller brand, see? Y'all tripping. Y'all, get y'all dirty minds out the gutter. Y'all are tripping. No. So anyway, and if you BYOB, that's a dub plus.
If you BYOB, you gotta pay an FEE.
That's an FEE if you BYOB.
That's right.
But you gotta get your tickets. They're $100. Now, Tennille, post the line because you posted. Are y'all coming?
Listen, I know some people buying tables, so y'all need to buy a bunch of tickets. Get your tickets.
There's 100 tickets for sale. Erica, why y'all ain't? We need some sponsors. Why can I not use BBB, Leah?
Oh my goodness!
First of all, if y'all got Leah saying it, then I gotta ask questions because Leah is an angel, and so y'all.
Cause she knows she in tune with the.
Leah, you be with the BBB stuff too?
No, she just know acronyms.
But I know Better Business Bureau. Build better, bigger. Build bigger, better. Build back better. There it is. There it is. The Biden plan. All right, y'all.
How he got us, he told us, we gonna have the BBB. The black was like, they got the BBB. Elect them.
I'm voting for Biden.
Finally understand my struggle. I need a BBB in my life. He said, we all get BBBs if you got
See?
That's how he got us.
BBBs for you, BBBs for you, BBBs for Build Back Better. That's what I'm saying. B3. Jeremiah Fraser, you coming to the broadcast? You don't come tell a joke or two? See, he gonna be like, no. Let me just tell y'all. So this is what I be saying, and I don't have a problem, compensating people. But this is for your own self. No, I do. I be like, y'all give back to the peoples. We get up every day. We want y'all. I want when you drive, Jeremiah, when you come through the neighborhood and JB is doing his events and he got to have somebody open the show, I want him to open for you. I want you, right? Like my thing is we got to all be in. You coming? Thanks, Jeremiah. I appreciate you, man. Y'all got to come on down to the broadcast. Ruthie, what you wearing?
I thought we was doing WIIFTBP merch.
Yeah, speaking of that, y'all got to buy y'all WIIFTBP merch for Christmas too, right? It's gonna be Chris, and I think we should have markups like 100% markup. And you buy a sweatshirt for $100, $50 goes back to WIIFTBP. No,
it's a fundraiser.
Well, we look. Reese like, damn, they already $50. I thought that was a fundraiser. Anyway, look, y'all, we need all y'all to come on down. 5401 South Wentworth. We got plenty of parking. It's 100 tickets, but we want you to come by. We're gonna be it's gonna be a live telethon. So like, remember how on holidays the Jerry Lewis countdown would come on and you'd be mad? Because you'd be like, Dad, we home. And don't nobody want to see Frank Sinatra? Well,
Jerry's kids.
Check it out. We got a band. Remember the band last time funked it up. This time the artists will come during my show too though. But they funked it up, Ruthie. They was singing Purple Rain and all type of stuff. They was playing all the What's in It for the Black People music. It was cracking. 6 hours, Ruthie. Live band, 6 hours. Live broadcast, 6 hours. Like we having our own version of the Tom Joyner show. We're going to have artists. We're going to have guests. Ruthie, you got to be careful because you're going to be broadcasting on the machine.
What machine?
Dragon's Ascent.
Oh.
So y'all got to watch Ruthie in the break time. Now, we got to figure, look, last time they was trying to step. So we got to figure out where the dance floor going to be.
Ooh, you think people going to be dancing?
Yeah, we going to have big screens all around. So if you ain't in the main room, you could watch it while you eating your breakfast.
That is just going to be an immersive experience.
It is. You're going to walk in. You're going to be like, down. We got to make a playlist. What songs we want the band to play? What song? What time is the battle? Is the battle, do we do the battle during 6 to 9? No, I think we say the battle for like the 10 o'clock hour. That's the feature of the 10 o'clock hour.
Well,
and we should have
in between though, like we can be like.
But we should have a live band play the beats.
I don't know. That might be too old school for him.
See,
that's what Tyrone needs.
I know
that's what y'all all need. Like, come on, man. Y'all can't look. Man. The best. Can I tell you one of the best concerts I ever went to was Lauryn Hill had a drummer versus a DJ.
Ooh. And
the drummer kicked the DJ's ass. It was crazy. But anyway, so we got live appearances. Reese, we got what we on the music? Did you been handling your business? Reese been
Got you, man.
Riis. You know Riis. Look, we go ahead. Who coming, Riis? Who you got?
I got Lex, and I got the
Ooh.
and Mark.
Who's Mark?
Marcus, the one that sing the song that we just so I got, and then you supposed to reach out. I don't have any other numbers, but because I.
So we reached out to Sparkle. We trying to get easy. Let's take it easy. Feel so easy. Easy love.
What you say?
I gotta wait till DNA to call me back. But looks like it could be a go. No hate. They was like, man, if we could do it, we could do it. We'll be there. Oh, what about Ruthie? Dante might be playing us.
Uh-oh.
So Ruthie, like I'm gonna tell you, if we don't get no Dante, that's the official. That will be the last day we'll hear him. That's gonna be the last day on the network.
Not an ultimatum.
It ain't an ultimatum. It ain't no ultimatum at all. It's just gonna be quiet. It's just gonna be.
It's all good.
No more. I mean, it's just, not in a bad way. It's just, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Y'all know that song? You don't know that.
Mm-mm.
All right, so then check it out. Ruthie, the live broadcast, local weed man is going to be slushies there. I'm hearing that somebody is trying to infuse the breakfast, so you got to be careful. Gonna have to be careful what you put on your plate, your syrup, your hole, your dig. Now that is the first part. That's the first part of our first phase of our movement, Ruthie.
Okay.
Now the goal of this whole thing, Ruthie, is to raise $50,000. Why $50,000? Because that is the cost of a 3-month What's in It for the Black People billboard campaign. I told you before that this is probably our last bite at the apple for power. Major power, right? So we've seen for the last 4 years, everything has been towards undocumented immigrants. And I told you last week when Ken Griffin announced that he was all in to finance a candidate to beat J.B. Pritzker, the game just changed. The game just changed because why, Ruthie? Now money is the race just went to 0-0. When J.B. Pritzker was running unopposed or running against a Republican candidate, and who's to say that Ken Griffin won't finance a Democratic opponent? He had more money than anybody and basically could buy our silence. Then we saw $250 million come down for violence prevention. Right? Which, again, that $250 million in violence prevention, and I bet you that cannabis facility that they just opened up will make that this year.
Woo!
Well, in a year. Ruthie, J.B. Pritzker now needs the black vote. And my question becomes, how does he get it? Who are going to be, who are the voices that black people will listen to when it comes to the organization of this election? And I think it's important that we talk about it. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But Ruthie, I want to do the billboards. So the billboards will ask in every black community throughout the city and county. And then if we can get downstate, what's in it for the black people? I want for black people, as well as white candidates that are looking to get black votes, to not be able to ignore our questions. Because Ruthie, I've been watching like a lot of black people that are supposed to be responsible for delivering to black people. And can I tell you what? It's like they take pictures of other people's blackness. They go other cities, other states, take pictures and represent black, but when they in town, right? It's crazy to me to watch.
That's deep.
Well, no, because, like there's this perception outside of Chicago that Chicago black people are doing it with power. Right? And so it's kind of like a facade where, again, if you take a bunch of selfies at all the places, then people mistake you for actually having power in the place. Then you can market that everywhere else as though it's cracking when it really ain't cracking.
I got you. Hence why Mayor Lightfoot likes to be on the national stage instead of the local stage.
Exactly. It's amazing to watch how our issues, our pain and suffering of black people in Illinois is marketed differently outside of Illinois, if that makes sense. So it's almost like people don't say nothing at the crib but go other places and then talk about it. Talk about black empowerment, talk about what we're doing, but we all know that it hasn't worked. Think about the fact that they're selling cannabis as the model around the country. Think about the fact that right now,
I'm with you on that. And they about to do the same thing with universal basic income.
So they're selling it around the country from Chicago in the perspective that it's for black people.
Come on, Mace.
But it's not. And so the challenge now becomes, they need a local reminder, right? Mayor Lightfoot, J.B. Pritzker can go anywhere else in the country and talk about equity and all the things that they do, but what can they talk about here? So we can't, and I've been watching these rooms, and I've been watching the preachers, and I've been watching Negroes line up, and I'm saying to myself, they cannot think that it's sweet out here. That's why we gotta have these billboards, right? Like J.B. Pritzker, what's in it for the black people? Every single candidate, like all these people going to your churches. So imagine across from your state representative's office is a billboard that says every day when they walk in the office, what's in it for the black people? And all the white people that drive by, what happens when you see the governor at a fundraiser with black people, but ain't no black people got no cannabis and ain't nobody talking. I don't understand how it's possible for all these people to be moving through all of these rooms with nobody saying a word. Like, just this me. I want you to find every picture of black people standing with JB or Lori. And I want you to ask yourself, what was the conversation before they took the picture that made them say they were willing to take the picture? What? Who has tangibly attempted to answer what's in it for the black people economically? Now, I'm going to tell you, we're moving away from asking the question, and that's what the Black People First Party is about. Mm-hmm. It is the answer to the question. Because I think we've been going to the table asking. The Black People First will tell you what it is we want. So we've given you the luxury for the last 6 years of having the option to ask the question, to ponder it. Sometimes you can't leave people up to their own devices. Sometimes people don't even know what to do. Sometimes people don't even know what should be in it for the black people. So the What's in it for the Black People billboard campaign that we're trying to finance asks the question, and at the same time, we're developing our own answer, i.e., the Black People First Party. So now, as that alderman, as that state rep, as that state senator has to look and ponder that question, in their same village, in their same city, town, municipality, ward, or township, there is a group that is moving to answer the question. See, I'm not as crazy as I always think. I've been leery to step into this space. Right? Because I'm scared somebody might get on TV and make fun of me. They might say, who this high-voiced black dude think he is trying to push black people somewhere? I might get criticized. People might talk smack about me. And I tell you, like I said last week, that fear was removed. Like, I really don't care what now one of y'all got to say about me, honestly. I ain't sensitive. Talk your smack, do your thing, but we moving. And the reality is, by January, we should have Black People First mushrooms growing in every ward and township. Let me help you understand that I am dedicating from Thanksgiving to New Year's to attending and arranging these meetings. It means that
What it mean, Maze?
all y'all that's been pushing and talking and saying what you want to do, it's time to move.
Come on.
We need 20 people per ward or a township. Let me just tell y'all one more time, and I know this was like, we have the ability by December to build the biggest Black political organization in Cook County. Bigger than the Democratic Party. Bigger than the Republican Party. And with a bigger mission. Can you imagine every time somebody shows up in our ward, and I'm not talking about shouting it down. Imagine 20 Black people dressed in what's in it for the Black people gear. And better yet, dressed in Black People First Party gear, showing up and not just smiling. We ain't got the bullhorn and we ain't got to scream it out, Mr. Governor, when it's time to ask the questions. Imagine we have our own people that they have to address. Imagine what happens when the people who they have gone to in the past to try and control us cannot. When they have to now ask, not tell. See, for the last 20 years, we have been told how we supposed to be.
Come on, Maze.
Now, we're going to turn the tables. See, the way it works is they can pull you in and say, and they can put their finger on you individually because they know Black folks will turn on you. But if I know we got 20 people in every ward and every township that's willing to go, that's willing to work harder than guess what? Now they're asking. See, now they're asking what needs to be in it for the Black people.
What do y'all need?
But here's our thing. We're going to go to them with an answer. That is the goal of the Black People First Party. So I just want to tell y'all, we need you there this Friday, 6 to 12. We are trying to raise as much money as possible to begin this campaign. We are moving, y'all. We are moving. We are moving. We are moving. I want to thank everybody from WBGX 1570 AM who's been with us today, rocking with us. Y'all can also continue this conversation on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. All right. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 8:02 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Bulls on a West Coast trip. Currently in LA taking on the Lakers. Bulls will use DeMar DeRozan's 38 as they will beat the Lakers 121-103. Now over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 63 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 1 hour. On the Edens from Deerfield to Exchange is 53 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield will be an hour 12. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is an hour and 3 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 43. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 44 minutes. Outbound will be 37 minutes. The Dan Ryan is 22 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South from 55th to Jackson is 13 minutes. Jackson back out to 55th will be 8. The north side of things, Randolph to Bryn Mawr will be 8 minutes. Bryn Mawr back out to Randolph will be 17. Today's weather, it is currently 39 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 54 and a low of 34. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's terrorism here on The Mays Jackson Show.
Is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Mays Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mays said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my Gizzerl for Shizzerl. Ruthie Mizzo for Shizzo. What up, Ruthie Mizzo for Shizzo?
I'm hitting the 8 o'clock wall.
8 o'clock wall. Ruthie, you ain't even been here all week.
I'm hitting the 8 o'clock wall.
We need some coffee.
I finished it.
You be bringing that little bitty cup. Can I just tell you, hey, can I shout out to Toy Norwood who be biting me, biting my style. Now she posting pictures of her Dunkin' Donuts on her Instagram stories. Talk about, like, she introduces somebody like, this fine. First of all, and it's the same color as mine, too.
You think she be getting this made the same as you?
Yes. She be up in the morning and she seen my joint. She is like, oh, I got to be fresh like me.
That's my co-host, Never.
Uh-oh.
Look, she auditioning.
She
Ruthie.
original.
Look,
Toy original.
Look, she like, look, Ruthie, she like, dang. You know how women be.
How
many
are
views,
women, Maze?
You know, they be like, how many views Riis get? I could probably climb the ladder with babies.
And you know how women get after they go to that guy with all that stuff and they left that other one and then he come up, they be like, dang, I remember he was low, but now look at him so far up now.
Right, but they still be like, but dang, I still pick better because his rocket ship left sooner.
No, that's just when you just gotta have both.
We both pause.
So speaking of that, did you? Speaking of both, have you read Wolf Point?
No.
Okay.
What it's about?
Wolf Point is the book about the death of a prominent black Chicago fixer. Yeah. Y'all should check out that book. It's fiction, but it's written. It's like Mayor Daley is called Mayor Bailey. Like one of them, like instead of the Reinsdorfs, it's the Meinsdorfs. Yeah.
All them people in the book?
Ruthie. It's about the death, murder, suicide of a prominent black Chicago businessman who was in the know. Fiction-based reality. Written by Dr. Ian Smith, the shred diet doctor who also writes mystery novels. Y'all need to read that book. And then we need to have a discussion about it.
You know something I like about him?
What?
Was that
His abs? Don't start.
No, oh my goodness. Yes,
Stop it.
but no.
Stop. I don't want to hear it.
I remember him recently this year talking about how a lot of the major news networks don't value and respect Black people's like their medical opinions. Like and so yeah, it was just interesting to hear him speak out about that. But that's an interest. I didn't know he was an author.
Yep, he got a lot of books. He wrote a bunch of stuff. So you should check out that book. I just need to tell y'all, for Chicago political insiders, you really need to read that book. Like, I really wanted to take the book and translate who everybody is. The implication sounds like you're right. In toi du mela. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Let me just tell you. It was a 350-page book. I could not stop. Yesterday, I could not stop till I finished the book to the end. Woo, they be putting some people business out there, though. It was a lot of business out there. A lot. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Y'all check out Wolf Point. Nah, you can't borrow my copy, neither. It's the Maze Jackson Show. All right. What was we gonna talk about at 8:00, Ruthie? Ruthie, did you see I did I put a new header on our papers? This was part of my mental health therapy. It was like, instead of having a crayon or coloring book, because I wanted to color, I decided to make us a new lineup sheet. So if you can look and you see on the thing, you can see our little logo up there with the Maze Jackson.
I like that. It's the little things that impact your mental health in your life, and once you learn things,
like,
I'm happy.
I want to color.
You know, when I came in, I was like, "Oh, what's the special occasion? Who birthday is it? We got the color paper."
Yep, and big old, and it's extra color, because look, it's all, see all different colors up there? That's 4 colors.
I thought it was an accident at first.
No, I actually planned it that way. I was like,
I like that.
Mental health, this part of my mental health therapy. Enjoy the little things.
You know what? I'm happy to be able to benefit from this.
All right. What, I see you marking all up on my joint. I see you just writing all on your paper, drawing, doodling, What you write on my paper?
I took some notes for our meeting that we're gonna have later.
All right, good. All right. Did you hear? What? How much would you pay to send your kid to CPS?
Like money?
Yeah. Like, what do you think the value of an education at CPS?
You know, it really depends on the school.
Ain't that a damn shame? But okay. So, so let's start right now. If you were going to a Chicago public school, neighborhood school, what do you think? What do you think the annual tuition would be?
Do that include transportation, lunch?
No, damn it!
I just need
context. No, Ruthie.
I'll probably say
you cheated.
$2,000 a year.
$2,000
per year.
What? How much you think it cost to go to private school?
Like $5,000 or something, right?
You need a beating.
How much is it? Less or more?
It's more.
Are you serious?
To go to private school, it's like 13, 15.
Oh my! I had no idea it was that much.
Depending on what school you go to.
I would have been like max 10.
If you go to St. Ignatius, it's like 28.
Whoa!
It's like almost a college tuition.
Well, in that case,
so how much do you think it costs to go to CPS now?
At least $5,000.
So CPS, apparently, the annual tuition, if you were to live out of district, is $13,936 a year. So the reason I brought this up was because there was the story in the Sun-Times today of 3 parents that were caught by an investigator, a CPS investigator. 3 parents are going to be billed $105,186 because their students, they had 3 students who did not live in the city, who snuck into CPS schools. Now, ain't that crazy? So, first of all, I was amazed to find out that CPS valued its education, its tuition at about almost $14,000 a year. That was surprising to me. Actually, that's more than some Catholic high schools. I don't know that they get the same education I'm not saying that either there or not. But $13,000 a year. Should the money follow the kid? Should CPS get your money if the kid don't go to school, or should the parents get the money and go to Catholic school?
That's controversial.
I know, but that's why I gotta get 50. What happened to my other 15,000 that go to the kid that go to the regular school then?
I don't know, Maze. I just feel a type of way about people being penalized for wanting their kids to have like the best education. I get it, but
so what schools? I very rarely think of CPS schools that people are trying to get into, with the exception of about maybe 4 or 5. You think you can name those schools without looking at the paper? What schools schools in CPS grammar schools are worth people sneaking in? Not grammar schools, high schools. What CPS schools are
people trying to sneak in?
Would it be worth sneaking into?
Probably some selective enrollments.
I would say all of them probably would be selective enrollment. Because what public school? I don't think nobody trying to sneak into King.
That's actually not a
King.
It's
is
not
a
horrible.
No, I mean King used to be a
yeah.
super school.
I can see some people trying to sneak into King.
Okay, go ahead, badass.
But maybe you ain't trying to. I ain't gonna name a school that you
You
ain't
driving from the
sneak into.
suburbs to go to King?
Probably not the suburbs.
Okay, right. I'm saying if you got choices, but if you live in the suburbs, what CPS schools would you think people would sneak their kids into? Want me to name them?
Whitney Young.
They last on the list now. Well, they third to last on the list. Whitney Young, y'all fell off.
No.
So Whitney Young is one.
Definitely.
What's number one? Audrey is killing
Without
you.
looking.
Whitney Young,
Peyton.
Walter Payton, Jones Commercial.
Oh, I forgot about Jones.
And Lane Tech.
Oh.
No, Lane Tech always been. Oh, and this one that I forgot. Northside Prep. Why they no Skinner is definitely a school. Miss Clark finna lead her. Those are so Stephen. Those aren't schools that parents would like. I don't feel like there are really any schools in black neighborhoods that parents would try to sneak their kids into. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like when you talk about the schools that we're talking about now, those are schools in the black neighborhoods that if you live in the city, you're trying to get your kid into.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to get your kid in the Bronzeville Classical coming from Naperville. But if you coming from, you would be trying to get them in Walter Payton. I'm talking about white parents. Right? And I'm not talking about black parents, but I'm saying are there schools, black schools that black parents would be fighting that lived in the city, in the suburbs to put their kids in? Outside of those?
I don't know if you would risk the jail time and the fines associated with it.
But think about that. What schools in black neighborhoods would parents fight to get their kids into from the suburbs?
It got to be at least one. We just don't know. It's like we just don't know it. Because maybe it's just on the low.
Okay. Come on, badass. Open up the phone lines. Riis. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Are there any schools in black neighborhoods that parents would try and sneak their kids into from the suburbs?
You just want me to open up the phone line so everybody can call in and say Lynn Bloom, huh? That's what you want me to do?
Lynn Bloom. Lynn Bloom.
Yeah, what they want.
Lynn Bloom. Did they open up Lynn Bloom? Ain't nobody trying to sneak in Lynn Bloom. Lynn Bloom trying to sneak their kid. Lynn Bloom. Now, Lynn Bloom be trying to tell people. You know, I got love for Lynn Bloom because they got a lot of school spirit. But I don't know nobody trying to. Are they trying to? Is anybody? Let me just ask a question. You driving from Maywood to Lynn Bloom?
Maze, CPS schools are like CPS blocks. It's everything is block by block. So you might have a good teacher or a good principal or some type of good support or program or maybe a really good special education coordinator that can get somebody's child IEP where it needs to be. So it might be some people that might sneak into a CPS school because of a particular thing at that school. So I'm pretty sure that exists.
All right.
We just don't know about it.
Westinghouse Who want to go to Weston?
It's a different Westinghouse. It's like the white
Weston
people
House.
took over it. It's like it's a different Westinghouse.
Urban Prep.
Not no more. My son went to Urban Prep. Well, they closed down.
Y'all just like them uniforms. Stop it.
No, man,
Y'all
that's a real good school though.
That's a
Like
good
my
one, Urban
son,
Prep.
But they
my
kick all the
son
people out.
was a real good school started by the alphas. You know, I mean, but I'm sorry. So you know it's a real good school,
I know
but
so many alphas that work at Urban Prep.
because
Because they can't get no job nowhere else. Let me stop. They be like, hey, you can't get it. Let me stop. I'm playing. Okay, what's good? Well, go ahead, Reese. Oh, so you say urban? No, you say not Urban Prep.
Nah, not no more. At first it was good. I remember people used to like back in my day, like Von Steuben used to be good. They ain't
Von
good no more.
Steuben.
You know, I used to call it Von Stupid, but you know.
Right, that's because you know that the people at Prosser was like, we're the academic smart guys.
Well, you know, process is a selective enrollment, so
Who they select? It depends on who they select.
It is a selective.
Oh Lord. Okay, so hey, so wait. So our people, let me ask a question because remember the question is, and this let me ask you: anybody black? I hear y'all saying Westinghouse. Is anybody driving from, let's say, Lombard to put their kid in Westinghouse? Is somebody driving past? Is there a school that you would drive that there aren't better like again, my question is, would you drive past, would you leave Maywood to go to Westinghouse?
Maybe for the sports or something.
No sports. Academics. The soccer team. My bad. De Juan. No school. Providence. So give us a call. 872-597.
St. Mel, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's it.
Is that CPS school?
No. That's
Oh, you gotta pay too.
Right. That don't count. I'm saying what? Okay. Whitney Young. Anybody driving past? Anybody transferring from suburbs to come to? Let's see. What's a good school? Simeon. Kenwood. Would you with somebody? What about Kenwood? Hyde Park. You didn't say Hyde Park.
I don't think it's like Walter Payton. I know Walter people leave off like Walter.
But that's the whole point. Walter Payton, Kenwood. What is it? Walter Payton, Kenwood, Northside Prep, Jones, and Lane Tech. Where are all of those schools? Downtown North.
Good point.
I'm asking you, what black school? What school in a black neighborhood? What's the top black high school? You can't count them fast.
I was gonna say, what's the qualifier for it to be top? We talking about academics.
I'm just saying, if you take them off, Kenwood, I gotta put Kenwood up there, right? Because they got the 7th grade, the whole you did. Yep. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Yeah. What's the best black high school? Lindblom? Y'all leaving Naperville to come to Lindblom?
Remember, it gotta be, is it to risk?
You ready to risk it all?
Yeah, the fines.
No, none of that.
Impossible jail time.
None of that. Nope. You just want to put your kid in that school. We waiving all of that. What school, like, you ain't got to worry about no trouble. What black high school is worth Brooks? You think? And I don't know.
It's probably gonna be based on like the principal, or like it's gonna be based on something. As a system, ain't nobody picking none of these schools.
Brandon said, ain't nobody leaving the suburbs to go to Harlem, Corliss, or Julian. Come on, you just named all the South Side high schools. Come on now, not Carver. What about Ag? Chicago Agriculture? Is that a high school? Yeah, that is. They grow cows and stuff. Yeah, so wait, y'all, hold on. Y'all ain't got one school? Not one? Y'all ain't got one school?
Probably not, man.
Y'all
Ooh,
tripping.
what about
Morgan
that?
Park?
What about that Shy Art School? No, okay.
Y'all mean to tell me?
Yeah, that school is good though.
What about that Shy
Y'all
Art?
Chicago High School.
You get that's a test-in school. You got one school. One school. Give me one school in the black neighborhood that is worthy of you passing up a suburban school to go to. Yeah. Somebody better call me on that phone. Somebody better have an answer. Because if not, y'all, it's a damn shame. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Okay, how about this? What's the best black high school in Chicago? You see they trying to flip CPS on y'all. Any calls on that line? Because the cat got their tongue. They scared. Where y'all pride at now? Everybody want to talk about football. Y'all ain't transferring y'all kids?
Speaking of football, Kankakee did win on Saturday. They have another you Kankakee K's won on
the
Saturday.
Clan won again.
They're playing again on Saturday, and if they win on Saturday, they go in the state.
That's exactly what the white people want to put.
Right.
Broadcast it and then watch. They're gonna play KKK.
The KKK, right.
The KKKs, and they're gonna cheer and they're gonna say, yes, the KKK.
The Klan wins again.
You know what I'm saying? Say, can you keep yes, the KKKs aren't.
The question is not are all suburban schools great. The question is,
which one?
Which black high school? Which high school is a school that you would be willing to risk it all for your children to go to? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Go ahead, caller. Caller?
Maze, what up, man?
What up? Who the hell?
What's going on, bro?
What up? Who the hell?
This Ness. Ruthie, what up? Riis, what up?
Ness, hold up, Ness. Hold up, dog. I don't know if you get to talk. If you ain't going to be there on Friday, dog. If you ain't going to be there on Friday, because I done called. Are you performing?
Yes, I will be there on Friday.
Y'all
Busted. I will be there, brother.
We want 2 songs. We need What's in it for the Black People, and we need Terrorism. I'm just telling you. I done talked to what your name is. She told me your day was off. And so if you ain't there, Ness, I'm going to feel a certain kind of way, man. I want to have to do you like Dante.
Hey, look, I'll be there. I work Thursday. I'll be there fresh off shift Friday morning, man. Boozed up and breakfast up. I'm finna come in there and have some fun.
BBMB, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, see, BBMB, not the triple B, because it sounds too Pornhub-ish. But, BBMB.
It's on Pornhub? Okay, hold on. Go ahead, Ness. You talk. I'm about to check it out.
The triple B, or just say triple B's, man. Triple B's. That's we go with that. But look, that schools. So look, I hate to say it. I went to Hyde Park. Ain't nobody sneaking that kid by Hyde Park. Maybe back in the day, but I think people will risk it all for Kenwood because they give a lot of scholarships. And Kenwood is my rival. I would say, depending on who got their kids in sports, I would say Simeon as far as hooping because they still putting together their great players that come up out of there. And then I throw a bone out there and say Lincoln Park.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ain't nobody transferred from the city to Lincoln, from the burbs to Lincoln Park. What you Ness?
But check it out. Look, I'm gonna tell you what school. I'm gonna tell you what school that's gonna be the school to risk it all for. As soon as that Obama Center get developed, though, it's gonna be Hyde Park because they putting $30 million into that school as soon as that Obama Center is finished.
And can I tell you what? It's gonna be the whitest school on the South Side you ever seen in your entire life. They ain't putting
it was look. I'll show you some old high school pictures, like in the 60s and 50s. It was mostly white over there. It was mostly white, so they about to get back to that real quick.
Nest. Hey, y'all,
$30 million. You heard it here first. They put $30 million in there. $30 million is going into Hyde Park.
That is Loch Ness Monster. Y'all don't miss him on Friday because he's gonna be performing twice. That's right, twice. Because we gotta hear what's in it for the black. They, on the credits they said what's in it for the ...
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Yes, I got it. Oh, I took a picture. And then he's gonna be performing Terrorism too. So it's all good though. It's all good.
We just out here trying to get our reparation.
That's my favorite part. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be back after this message.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday,
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I got my co-host, Ruthie Moore. Shout out to Salim Muwakil with the big old shout out. Thank you, Salim, for the contribution to the telethon. You coming out? You gonna come and sit in and give us some of that wisdom, some of that. You know, the ladies love. We can call him LL Cool Salim. The ladies love Salim.
He can have whatever name he want.
Oh,
but when that salt and pepper show up,
you got a pension, Salim? Watch Ruthie.
I bet you Salim got a pension.
I
He
bet
seem
Salim
like the
got
type.
10. You know, he was in the army too. But you ever see Salim be posting them pictures like, he be like, you know I'm swole in the mug, right? Salim be like, this is me in my bicycle years. Yes, I was wearing a spandex suit, but I was swole in the mug. Say something.
He a part of that Fox. That old school black man.
Y'all see? I've been working on my I'm gonna be fresh. I'm fresh to death. Like, not I was gonna say I'll be zaddy, but I saw the that's what the Haitians call white men that they come here to get. So I can't be that no more. But I am fresh to death. I think I'm like a cool old man. Like I feel like I'm kind of.
You cool. You are cool.
I was gonna say I think I am pretty cool for like an older dude.
You are. I think you have the ability to kind of be intergenerational because you are cool.
I feel like
do you think cool is a state of mind?
Yeah, that too. I think it's a whole aura.
Good one.
Right? Like, you know,
you right,
the
it is an
cool
aura.
Are you in your you comfortable in your space? Like I feel like when I'm in my space, when I'm like I could be hearing my theme music to myself in the room, be like I'm the coldest here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I think that it's an aura.
That's a very good way to describe that. I only rock with cool people.
It's like
you can't really describe it all the time.
It's a bubble. Like I feel like
it's energy. It's energy.
Yeah, you know what my problem with my energy though sometimes is when I start to drink, then I be mad. It'd be like then I be seeing like then like if I'm depending on where I'm at, like if I depending on what I drink, then I see the evil spirits and then they be coming and I be like, then I start turning. But like if I'm just chilling, it's all good. Like I'm always good to go. I could be the life of the party, but I can also kill the party. I can kill it and be like,
that's an Aquarian trait.
Like they be like, what is wrong with him?
I had to consciously, Ruthie, you need to stop coming up in here so angry in the morning time. And I said, you know what, Ruthie? If Maze is recognizing this and he's bringing this to you, then maybe you need to check your energy. So I have checked my energy because I can just light up a room or you can make it dark.
Let's light up the room. Let's not make it dark.
Yes.
I be acting like sometimes I be thinking people forget I have a morning show that I be doing when they calling me in the morning, especially when it's my superstar attorney that's making all the money. But when he's calling me and I'm on the show and he doesn't want to talk on air, then I pick up the phone and I just do things like this. So, how are you, Mr. Attorney? Are you great? Chicago Legal Network here. Oh, I'm in the office. Oh, can you let Riis, my attorney's outside? He's like, it's all dark and the door is locked. Oh, you know what? That's funny. We should have had him come on and talk about the gambling. We'll talk about it one of these days. I'm going to have him come on. Hey, yo. Ruthie. What was we supposed to be talking about?
The telethon? No, we
did the telethon.
We did that.
Oh, how about this one? JB, I really want to go back to this. And I really am going to beat this horse until it's dead. Ruthie, there is no more opportune time for Black people to seize this moment of power. I have studied this back and forth. And I realized that we come to this point every single time. You know, like Groundhog Day? I feel like we're about to have Groundhog Day, but I want to wake up this time. And so here's what we know is about to happen. What we know is about to happen is how long y'all gonna talk through the show? JB, and I need to do this in a way that people understand. So I spent the last election cycle attacking the wrong situation. I attacked Black folks who I felt like were complicit in trying to marginalize me and my voice. I'm through with that. Because the real target is J.B. Pritzker. Did y'all see that they just celebrated the grand opening of a new cannabis dispensary 400 feet from Wrigley Field, which means that bad boy is going to make hundreds of millions of dollars. All while there is no Black ownership yet. We're debating casinos right now, sports betting, all with no Black people included. And yet, the governor is allowed to come to our neighborhoods and tell us why he's going to be better than that guy. I don't know if you saw when Ken Griffin decided that he was going to get into the race. The governor said he's going to that's the guy who financed Bruce Rauner.
Yep.
And then he said he should take his money and keep it to himself. That's because he got 7 times the amount of money as you, which means that now we don't, when you could drown us and drown our voices out and ignore us, then money was a plus. Now it's a bad thing. It's okay though. Because here's what I know is about to happen. What's about to happen is J.B. Pritzker is about to go into his Rolodex and he's going to call all the black people that he ignored for the last 4 years who told us to be with him last time and was not able to deliver anything for us at all. And he's going to get back on the phone and he's going to convince them that this is now the time. Now, the key has to be that those people that he calls can't really have the answer anymore. See, what they count on is those people being able to tell us what has to happen as compared to it working in reverse. So now, J.B. Pritzker, who cut you out of the cannabis, cut you out of gaming, is now about to come back and tell you why he should be reelected. Now, let's be clear. They don't think that black people are going to vote Republican, and I'm not encouraging anybody black to vote Republican. Because, the second you do that, then they call you all types of names, they brand. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I am suggesting is we should have black people first. And anybody telling us that black people should not be first for black voters is essentially declaring that they are not with black people, that they are on someone else's side. See, black first, the black people first party, we need to put that in the front of every single black elected official, businessman, and anybody that tells us that we need to be quiet, that we need to start asking questions. Well, why do we need to be quiet? Why do we need to? What did we get? Now, the moment that can't happen is when they say, well, what do you want? Because here's the challenge. And let me break this down for y'all. They're going to come to each one of you individually, right? They're going to come to each person that has been identified as a broker, and they're going to try and take you up to the top of the mountain and show you the land and say, but they did that last time. Let me just ask you, all the black people that were lined up and got on the J.B. Pritzker team last time, what did you get? How did you benefit? Who has called you back? Who do we know in our generation that ascended? Now, with that understanding, they're going to come back. What you have to understand is your power is not in the ability to turn out the vote, but will we vote? See, when black folks don't have nothing to vote for, that's when the Republicans win. Now, that's not what I'm advocating for. What I'm advocating for is helping them understand that it ain't all sweet over here. That the six or seven black folks that have told you okay, even though you ain't did nothing for them neither. And I got to question all the black folks that's trying to get on the JB train who we have watched. If we got played and you got played, how are you telling us to get played like you? I can't tell you how many black elected officials have grumbled in quiet about the fact that J.B. Pritzker won't even return their call. Yeah. Remember when J.B. Pritzker had his black problem? Sat right out in these chairs right out here and told us what he was going to do. And came right here 4 years ago. So now my point becomes, Who now? Now let me tell you something. This is what I be cracking up on, and let me tell you why I've been hesitant to step out. I've been hesitant to step out because I get tired of getting hit in the back of my head before I can get out the door. Before you can get out the door, it's 20 black people sticking you in the back, telling you about the Illuminati and Jesus Christ and every other thing and the black Greeks and the blah, 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 blah. I have stood on my joint every single day for the last 5 years. Never changed. Told you what I was on, told you why, told you how. And when it becomes convenient, then it becomes, that. So I've been hesitant to step out here because I get tired of getting hit by every conspiracy theory and every black, he this, he that, he this, he that. I really don't care no more. I don't. It's like we're going to move forward. I'm not with us being bought. See, here's the thing, and this is the thing that I think people are trying to do. Like, this is where we all get confused. This is why Friday is so important. The first thing black folks want to do is be like, I'm going to go get some of Ken Griffin money so I could do. We don't want your money neither, Ken Griffin. Ken Griffin, let Ken Griffin do what he going to do. He going to spend his money cutting that dude down. That dude is going to have to come to you. Now, and again, we present the question, so whoever it is has to answer, has an option to answer it. But the problem that we always find ourselves in is because we wind up looking like the hoes.
Come on.
We wind up looking like the hoes because we want to be with this guy because he got money, and that ain't it. We got to be about bringing black people together. Ken Griffin don't got nothing to do with what we doing. J.B. Pritzker don't got nothing to do with black people first. Now, you let them fight each other. Let them beg to get you. I'm not calling Ken Griffin. What I need to call him for? We don't need to call none of these people. We need to be about the business of organizing ourselves so that they can say, damn, the moment you run up into these white boys, they be like, how much I got to get these niggas to shut them up?
Whoop, whoop.
Right.
Mays Jackson, who has, with a shifted perspective to organize people in communities, I just think it's a winning strategy and a winning solution. And to all those people that been over the years like, well, what we gonna do? We tired of talking about it. Now is your time. Friday. We trying to tell you, Mays literally laid out the strategy.
Financial own liberation. This is me.
We all invited to the party.
I have tried to be quiet. I've tried to sit back. I've tried to let. I be quiet. Like, y'all don't see me outside. You don't see me talking smack. You don't see me being, that's not my thing. But I have come to the conclusion that I came to 10 years ago. There is no Calvary. There isn't.
Gotta save ourselves.
There is no Calvary. Let me say this. I have went with everybody's plan and program. I've been tried to aid and assist everybody. Right? Like, Y'all call me, y'all say, Maze, I got this issue. You could have murdered me. You could have talked about me. You could have did whatever. And I've been like, I have lived my whole entire life on politics. Right? And I think that I have spent so much of my time trying to hide my understanding under a barrel when I get into rooms. So what happens is I go to places and I listen and I hear people saying the same stuff I said or told them about or really pulling people up on game on the same things.
You put people up on game.
And I'm gonna tell you that I oftentimes get self-conscious in the room. Right? I'm from Bolingbrook. I'm in a Black Greek letter organization. I feel like it's all of those things sometimes make you self-conscious in your fight. Sometimes you just don't want to have an ego. You don't want to be but I think that perfect practice makes perfect. Sometimes we practice wrong, and then when we practice wrong, we want the points for the effort, even though we was doing it wrong. And it's kind of like how we approach politics sometimes. We'll approach the political world with an emotional approach. And I think where my opportunity to win was when I removed emotion from my the unapologetic goal is Black political power and liberation. When I worked that program for the other team, it was cold, it was calculating, the goal is to get to the end. And all of the stuff that happened along the way was part of and I think in this space of trying to be brotherly and trying to be communal, you sometimes give up you put your knowledge or awareness or information on the back burner to be part of the team.
You dim your light to make people feel comfortable.
And essentially what winds up happening is I found myself repeating the same thing sometimes. And I'm just tired of repeating.
And people think it's sweet.
Right. I think it's sweet. I've never wanted anything but the best for our people. And I don't know that, I would tell you that last week, I would tell you that I would hate to die with the talents that I have and not have had the opportunity to share them or put them to full use.
Come on, Maze.
For the benefit of our people.
Come on, Maze.
So I'm going to ask you to join us. We got Friday is the beginning. We will be raising money to raise the awareness of our message. First week of January, our billboards are to go up around the city, county, and state. I would ask that if we can get them in East St. Louis, if we can go to Decatur.
We going to Kankakee too.
Kankakee, I'm declaring K3. We gonna go to Pembroke. But wherever Black people want to be organized, I'm willing to come.
Let's go.
I'm
excited.
I'm excited too.
Like truly excited. Like I got my work boots. Not these to expensive. But I
look at
but
you.
I got my work boots, Maze.
That was capitalist of you. Very capitalist.
Oh, I thank you. Hold on, Maze, because let me just say that I am truly, truly excited about this vision and this plan that you are going to put into practice. And I don't think I'm pretty sure people understand because we live in this. And I think people just really need some mobilization around something that we ain't gotta bend our backs. We ain't gotta hang our heads. We ain't gotta beg, y'all. We ain't got to, and we not.
That's the point. Like
we not.
Let's not beg.
Friday.
Let's be free for us. Like
for the future generations too. Like We getting it for now, for later, like.
Everybody wants a bird's nest on the ground.
Come
I
on.
don't think there is no magic solution to us. We got, somebody said we was, what Riis say, we was enslaved for 400 years. We trying to catch up. So here's where I'm at. Next 30 days, we gonna be in your town, in your village, in your hamlet. You got 20 people, we coming. Keith Price, I see you, dog. Open up that Harvey chapter.
Harvey World.
Oh, Lord. Dope. Dixmoor. Look, y'all. When y'all mayors are all lined up, standing up there with in the Southland, because you know JB going to organize the mayors of the Southland. They're going to all be excited. Who are going to be the black people from all of those municipalities represented by those mayors that ask what happened to the Southland water crisis?
We stronger together.
Really think about it.
They're not going to have to answer that question because they got us folk. We talking about Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan, and we got Dixmoor, Illinois. See, I would say that nobody has demonstrated any love for us, and so we got to love on ourselves. Right?
Self-love is the best
And when they
love.
see you loving each other, that's when they say, what's going on over there?
The people united can never be defeated.
The people united can never be defeated.
And let me tell y'all something that y'all cannot say. Do not call Mays a community activist.
I'm not a community activist. I'm just letting you know, I ain't a community activist. I am a shameless capitalist pig that wants to see us all do well. Now, let me say this. In this movement, everybody can do what they want to do.
Yep.
I have told you before, so let's not make it no surprises. I am not taking a vow of poverty.
No, nobody is.
I am a businessman.
I ain't buy these Timbs for nothing.
And I don't think anybody should.
No, that is why you are the person to give us this game. Because you ain't taking no vow of poverty. Because too often they done tried to broker our politics through the black church. But we trying to tell y'all that this is a new day. And we can't do the same things like we used to do. So everybody pick your lane, stay in your lane, and let's get this done. You know your lane, Mays. We all know your lane.
I'm staying in the political lane.
Stay right in your lane, Mays, and you are doing a great, excellent job, and I'm so happy. I ain't trying to say I'm happy you got carjacked, but I am glad that circumstances in your life have brought you to this point, and you got so much support. So much support.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, this has been the Mays Jackson Show. So, look, check this out.
Whoop, 9 o'clock.
Dang, Ruthie, you got here late and you trying to get off early?
But I'm going to see you later, though.
Okay, so this is what we need to do, y'all. This Friday, I need y'all to get y'all tickets. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. To the What's in It for the Black People Political Action Committee and WIIFTBP Media Telethon. We're going from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Mays, Riis, Ruthie, Todd. We got special guests. I think Governor Blagojevich might come. We should.
Todd gonna be there. I know some of y'all want to come just to see Todd.
Right.
We ain't seen him in a while.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you. It'd be funny to me. It's always. Anyway, it's the Mays Jackson Show.
We talking about power.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoever been thinking like, okay, what does it look like for us to get power? We trying to tell y'all the steps to put it into place. And it really starts with getting your tickets, making a donation for Friday. Because y'all already know we ain't no begging type of people. We don't even like asking y'all for money.
Yep.
In fact, we hate it.
We definitely do. Hey, also, don't forget, Carrie Steele this Thursday night. She will be having her event, Carmine's on Rush. I would love to see our bodies in the place. We sacrifice a lot, collectively and individually, for this thing that we do. So I would ask that you would be there too. Look, y'all, this is the Mays Jackson Show. So for Mays and Riis, Ruthie and Todd. That's almost it. Hey, no, Todd can't just be showing up at the.
What you mean?
How you gonna just show?
He called. I texted him and he called me.
Not to be toxic, but do he have to buy a ticket?
Don't do Todd. Todd, I am really looking forward to seeing you on Friday.
Okay. I'm gonna look forward to seeing you. Be on time though. Don't show you roll up in here late if you want to.
Oh goodness.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. We'll be back. What?
Now I would tell you that we practice on who gonna tell you stuff.
You tried to tell me that bull.
Yeah, we take turns.
It's like, can I tell you what? Well,
we take turns.
I'm telling y'all now.
Reese, it's your turn to tell Maze.
I'm through.
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, Maze. Okay, it's your turn.
I'm just telling you. Let me tell you. I used to never say no. Like I would ask you if anybody asked me when I could tell them. I told them no.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, and if y'all like it, you can still tell them. Maze said we out of here. Peace. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods.